Hi there, I'm Will Kidd, and I'm here to give you a video walkthrough of our upcoming March 20th and 21st hybrid estate sale here in the Crestwood Hills subdivision of West Knoxville. Now, a hybrid sale means that we're doing a sale that's got both online auction and a traditional tag sale. So as I walk you through the house, I'll point out which items you'll need to bid for online and which items you'll need to be here for the sale. Now, the sale opens Friday at 1 p.m. Open until 6 o'clock Friday. You can come in and preview all the auction items that day, and you can also buy any of the tag sale items that day. The auction ends starting at 7 p.m. on Friday night, and if you win an item in the auction, you'll need to come Saturday morning to pick it up. So that's the layout. Now let's show you what's in here, because this house has got one of the best collections of antiques that we've had in a long time. So I'm going to show you a couple of the highlights as we go around. This pair of gorgeous antique Victorian chairs is wonderful. Look at the detail on this. You got the griffin carving and the beautiful back on it. The upholstery is essentially new here, or very recently redone, so it's awesome. This is definitely one of the highlights. This is one of the antique commodes. Literally was a chamber pot used in the bedroom for what you got to do sometimes in the middle of the night, back before indoor plumbing. But you see the way I closed the lid on that, and you have this gorgeous, and it'll actually tuck down there snug. Looks like a chest, but it turns into a commode. Totally unique item. Got that here in the sale. That's in the online auction. Here's the match for that chair. I'm going to spin around backwards and show you several things on this side. This break front china cabinet is magnificent. Let's see if I can get a little distance on it so you can see. Looks like it's in 3 sections, so when the front protrudes, or the middle protrudes more than the sides, they call that a break front. And then you've got this beautiful adornment on the side. Sitting up here on top, we've got the one of the pair of these bronze horses that's in this sale. And you can see now the middle section of this piece. And coming down, you've got drawers under each section. Wooden shelves inside. That's fantastic. The whole thing is just beautifully restored, and then the second horse is up there on top. Down here beside it, a lot of this carnival glass. It's getting harder to find, and here we've got a nice selection of it. It's about half bidding and half in the tag sale. And then up above it, you can see just the first two of those. There's about 60 pastels in this house. This is original artwork, and it is hanging all over the place. And then if I go back, you can see me pointing at you, or in the mirror, there's that gorgeous hall tree that's in this sale as well. That canister next to it is a beautiful piece of crockery, and I just found it behind the door. Didn't know I had it earlier. This is another one of the just top tier highlights. This book cabinet, look at the detail on top of this thing. Another gorgeous antique. You've got these sort of Gothic arch muttons on the windows. And in this middle section, if you're a camera buff, the camera lots are inside here, and this is a nice set of cameras. And then we've got some of the better porcelain and more glass up here on the top of this. And then coming around, we've got the dining set. I'm selling the table and the chair separate. Here's a good shot. I'll come down here. The table has got these Queen Anne legs on them, but the chairs have got the just sort of a tapering curved leg. So they go really well together, but they're not a match. So we listed them separately. And then you can see the china sets on the table, and there's a lot of other good, fine dining pieces in this house. Now, what you won't see in my video is the sterling tea set or the sterling flatware, because we've got that locked up in the safe. Over here, one of the beautiful mirrors, and then probably what should be one of the most popular pastels is the sort of classic theme of the dead birds, and the other one down there on the ground, the hanging birds. But those tends to be the highest selling deal in the pastels. And then over here we've got one of the sign pieces as well, just a classic view of a lake. Now I'm going to walk quickly through a couple rooms here. We've got the kitchen, and it's got a nice selection of good kitchenware, including this visor juicer, which is very expensive to buy new. Of course, you can always come to an estate sale and get a deal. Here we've got, glassware. That's a neat canister set there, and I bypassed it, but there's a really cool bread box here, and got, of course, an old high chair. Got to come all the way into the back of the kitchen for this massive, gorgeous chest. This thing's on wheels. It's big, as heavy as it is. It's actually pretty easy to move. It's beautifully refinished. We've got trivets here. I've got a nice sofa. That's in the auction. There's another great piece of fruit pastels. And this crazy enormous lamp and the two chairs beside it, also both in the auction. And then we've got a bunch of nicer Christmas here that's in the tag sale. There's some faux Esta there. This is part of a set here. You've got the tall lamp and the candle. And if I spin back around here, it's got two matching tables lamp. That's a set of 4, all matching, very gold. And there's a couple of nice side tables. I just overlooked them, and we've got them in the tag sale. Now I'm going to cruise back down the hallway. A quick peek at 3 bedrooms, and then we'll go downstairs and look. The basement is packed with antiques in the workshop. Now, sorry, this room is dark. There's just no overhead light in here, but I've got a nice mirror here in the tag sale. That's one of the oak kind of East Lake beds that's in the auction. And we got curiously, we've got a selection of newer kids' toys in here. I guess maybe the grandkids used to visit, and some of that stuff is still left in the house. Got a closet full of ladies' clothes there. All right, and next bedroom. This has got the East Lake bedroom suite, but I'm bidding each piece separately. So this is a real pretty East Lake piece with, you can see the little snowflake pattern on it. You've got the East Lake bed here, one of them, and then there's the matching piece to the chest. This is a washstand. Of course, we had to find a pitcher and bowl in the same house. And then there's just a drop dead gorgeous East Lake headboard. That's going to be auction item number 1, I think, and you can see it assembled. And then there's this, it's a new desk over here in the corner, but it's pretty handy size desk, and you got electronics and all that kind of stuff in the house as well. For people that don't like antiques, they're just coming to an estate sale for the more normal stuff. Now this room has got something that's really hard to come by. It's a high-end furniture line, Berkey and Gay, and I've got the whole bedroom suite. So here's the bed. Just take a good look at this headboard. Gorgeous burl wood here, lovely carving on the top. That's a great piece. And of course the nightstand here matches. You can see the burl again. I spin around and it's got a chest on chest here. Again, just fabulous burl wood. It's signed, modified Queen Anne legs. Here's another chest with a mirror. So that's a 4-piece bedroom suite, and the whole suite is available. I think it's bidding separately, but buy on it, put it back together. Fabulous to be able to get a set like this. And of course, we've got a few good old linens and stuff like that. I'm going to pause here, and I'll take you downstairs. I'm standing on the bottom step here, giving you a panoramic view of this room, and then I'll walk around it. But I just want to let you to understand, when we got this, you couldn't even walk through here. It was so densely packed with antiques and stuff. This was kind of where things go when he was getting ready to work on them and do restoration. Some things got finished, like this oak desk, absolutely knocked down, gorgeous oak roll top, roller works. That's a beautiful piece. I'll spin back this way. You'll see the it's kind of a narrow, it's one of the most narrow Hoosier cabinets that I've seen. Of course, I always put the dimensions of the furniture in the auction so you can take a look at that. The wood stove here is also bidding. Of course, I got you'll see a bunch of stuff in here that's tag items, mostly the stuff on the tables. This is another one. It's a highlight for me. Now this piece does need a little bit of work, and I've detailed that, showing you some photos in the photo gallery on the auction, but just some of the detail here, which is sort of hard to appreciate just how fine the carving on this piece is. It's like really great shape on the top, inside, mirror, and everything like that. What it needs work is down there on this foot. It needs some work on that corner, and the pieces to put it back together appear to be here. So microwave, got your enamel cabinet with a Formica top. That's a neat piece. Pfaff Hobby 750. Pretty good sewing machine there in the case. Christmas out here in the middle. Got another nice low chest with a mirror there. And then, good old standard estate sale stuff. There's a kid's bed, luggage. Whoops, snowman. Got to have one of those in every house. Vintage kitchen, food dehydrator, pressure cookers, all your pots, pans, whatnots from the kitchen. And then I come around here, I got these nice 3-drawer little stands for crafts or organizing. This desk is bidding, the old metal desk. Microwave again. This library table's in the online auction, and beautiful mixture of items on the top. Now just take a look around the wall of this room. Half of these original pastels. It's all original artwork, most around 100 years old. half of this stuff downstairs is in the online auction, half of it's just going to be tagged. So you know, if you're a fan of this pastel and the you know, just like a classic one here, the landscape type artwork, this is the house for you. And a lot of this stuff is signed, and some of the artists are well known. So you got a chance to get something, you know, that you can read about in a book. That's kind of cool. Okay, got this beautiful oak mantle. One of my favorites has got to be this working gramophone. The player piano, not working, but restorable. This piece is looks like he was probably done, unless he was going to do some more refinishing to the wood. But this, again, look at the detail on this type of stuff here, the carvings, the, you know, the extra shelves, the curved edge back mirror, the curved front on this. I mean, that's just a really knockout chest. There's a little card table painted that's in the tag sale. Here's the Jean Harlow chest with mirror. Gotta love that piece. And then there's a couple, I missed one earlier. This is one of the, sorry for the stuff still on it, that's one of the lyre-based game tables. And then there's an oak chest here, and that's a one circle around that room. And again, that's going to be at the bottom of the stairs. Now we're going to turn around again and head into the workshop. First thing you're going to see in the workshop, he had all kind of shelves and things stacked up on top of these two chests. So we didn't know what we had until we were done. So this stuff will be in the tag sale, but it's a project. It needs some work, but gorgeous, you know, bones. It's a great thing to work with. That, as well as right next to me, there's probably the fourth one of these curved edged curio cabinets. There's another, the white chest on chest. Here's all the paints, screwdrivers, nails, fixtures, everything you can imagine for repairing furniture. He's got it from hardware up to chemicals. Here's some of the hand tools, routers, sanders, drills, on and on, what you need to do that kind of work. More parts and pieces over there. There's a zillion clamps in here. Here's a workbench with a great vise on it, and we've kind of lined up a lot of the hand tools here. Well, you got hatchets, hammers, carpet tack, drills, wrenches, etc., etc. That's a good hoard. Coming back around behind me again, there's two more dressers, and these have bits of sandpaper and bits of what do you call it, veneer. So there's tons of that. And then look at this, here's a whole stack of bed rails. I was falling asleep last night, and I thought, you know, I should take some of those bed rails and make tabletops out of it. There's all kind of things that you could do project-wise here. Look, here's all the towel racks from a bunch of different washstands. Here's another dresser, three-drawer dresser or chest that needs some work. Here's a table that needs the legs put back on. There's a mantle. Now, you can't see it, but there's a whole, well, sorry for the lighting. Behind that lawyer bookcase, there's a heater that heats this entire basement with gas. Here's the base, stripped already to a East Lake table. Here's another one of the curved china cabinets. A lot of these furniture projects that are down here, they're in the online auction with the descriptions to them, but most of the tools and everything else, like, you know, every type of brad you ever might need is in there. Here's another one of the pieces of furniture. This one was just absolutely gorgeous, and it was actually had wood stacked on it when we started. That's why it's the last item in the auction. But the curved front doors on this thing, it's absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Here's all the wood you need for fixing and repairing anything, just little scraps or whatever. There's a whole case of veneer, and then we've got yard tools, yard chemicals, you name it. And then here's the power tools. So you've got a grinder, you've got a jigsaw or scroll saw, you've got the bandsaw, you've got two different kinds of tabletops, you've got the router and the sander. So and there's a metal case. And just about anything you need to fix, you can do from here. And I'm going to stop because I'm running out of time. Starts Friday, 1 p.m. Come see us in Crestwood Hills. Thank you very much.